Hello, living in Boulder Vlog. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. It's 9:08 or something. I woke up pretty early at like 6. And then I was still having dreams, so I slept until about 8:30 or almost 9. I was spending the last 15 minutes looking at headlines in the news. So yesterday I went on a bike ride, but I smoked a third of a joint before I went because I got a joint day before yesterday in the morning, just to help me organize my place. But I didn't really organize my place. I got the chain tool that I ordered like earlier than I thought. When I ordered 2 more things that I'm expecting today, I got 2 canisters of Gatorade and a blood sugar tester. I'm gonna go check my Amazon right now and see what it costs. So I yesterday, instead of really using the joint to organize my house, I got the chain tool and I fixed my chain, put my chain on my bike, and then it was like, okay, well, let's go and finish organizing the house. But then I looked at my bike and I'm like, wait, if I have my bike works, let's go on a damn bike ride. So yeah, that was the day before yesterday. But then yesterday I still had a little bit of a joint, so I smoked it in the morning. And then went on a ride, and I was really high. And it completely sucked all of the sugar out of my blood. There was no sugar in my blood day before yesterday, too, but I fought through it because it was just interesting to me to be riding. I was too excited to be riding, and I just rode through it anyway. And then I kind of got a little bit better as the ride went on. But yesterday, it was even worse. I had no energy at all, like no blood sugar at all. I didn't eat much the day before. All I had was a small bowl of cereal and a pizza, like a small pizza, like a Toblerone pizza from the supermarket, and 2 protein drinks. So the ride was to go up all of the climbs around here, or as many as I could. I thought maybe I could get to Magnolia, but I went up NCAR, and then on my way over to going up Flagstaff, I filled my water bottle at Chautauqua, and then was going up Flagstaff, and I felt okay, I guess, in the beginning, but then I just started to get really like bonked, low blood sugar, and took a turn up to go to the pole. It only went like 100 meters before I just turned around. Decided to go home because all I wanted to do was take a nap at that point. I was like about to fall asleep. I figured that was enough riding for me. So as I was coming down the road, I noticed myself like weaving on the road around a corner, and yeah, that was bad. That was because I was like about to pass out. So I came home and ate a little bit more, and yeah, I was like out of it. I was so low blood sugar, I couldn't think either. So I just spent the rest of the day eating. Not eating that much, but just wandering around and eating. And And then Kirsten called and we watched a movie about the documentary about missing hunters. Oh, but I saw a movie before that. I also wanted to see movies. I saw a movie by myself called Jolt. And then Kirsten watched the end of it with me. I want to watch more movies. So yeah, I was super jazzed to go on a ride today. Oh man, I'm yawning a lot. I forgot to have a coffee. I'm gonna go have a coffee after this. So I managed to sleep last night. Yeah, I don't recall having any problems with getting to sleep. Maybe it took me a little while, I don't know, but I slept and then I was having dreams to the point of almost remembering them until I do the video. That's one reason why I slept in until 9 because I was kind of dreaming and remembering my dreams. And when I can remember, I'm not used to like waking up and then falling asleep and having a dream. Like, and I'll keep the same dream. I'll wake up and then I'll be like, oh, I'm having the dream. Here, go back to sleep, and it'll pick up where I left off. I feel like having waking dreams, but all I can remember is like just hanging out with people. I think I was in the elevator, just walking around with people. That's all I remember. There were bicycles involved. Yeah. Anyway, in cars. Anyway, after the weed gets out of my brain, I'll start to remember more. I feel like about my videos, my dreams, and not yawn so much. But so yeah, I'm super fired up to ride today. I'm in good shape to ride. I ate yesterday. But the problem is the guys who are delivering my wood planks are he's supposed to be here between 8 in the morning and noon. So I have to hang out until noon to be here to accept the planks. Also to carry the planks to my apartment, because I guess they don't carry them into the building because they're in their 60s or something. So so yeah, I get to hang out, and I think I'm gonna stretch. I'm gonna have a coffee first. And I'm gonna stretch. I'm not really in very good shape, or I'm in like really bad shape, meaning I can't really do it. Like, I don't want to do anything. Like, that's how bad a shape I am. I'm in so bad shape I don't want to do anything. But like, if I was like living in the city and I didn't have all this bicycling available to me, I wouldn't be a bicyclist. I'd be trying to run and lifting weights and stretching. But yeah, I don't feel like I can run now, so I'm gonna. But the advantage of living here is, or being a bicyclist is, it's really not that hard to get in shape. Because if you're out there and you go on like a 4-hour ride, that's 4 hours going as hard as you can. I mean, I can't really think of any other sport that would make it so easy to do that. You know, running would be something. Running is actually being better than riding, because for me right now, but it would be too hard because I'd be doing so many muscles. But it wouldn't be hard. Like, it'd be too hard. It's easier to do it on the bike. So as soon as those guys come, I'm gonna go on another ride. And I guess I'll have enough time. They come at noon. That'll give me enough time to ride until the night. Getting a little bit stronger every day. But yeah, I desperately need to get in shape because I can't. My brain, my brain switched off because my body switched off, so I can't. I could work on my website, but only if I put all of my time into it. But I couldn't like switch on and off, like exercise and then website, because my brain's not working well enough. But as soon as I get in shape, I'll be able to do that. That won't take that long. I'm not going to do the triathlon. I'm signed up for the half Ironman triathlon in like a week and a half. I'm definitely not going to do that or watch it. Maybe I'll be riding down the road though. It'd be fun to ride down the road. Did all the bicyclists ride down so I can ride a pace with all the different people. That'd be kind of fun. But I just had a very tiny little bowl of cereal because that was the last cereal that I had. And I don't know what I'll have after this, but when I come back from my bike ride, I think I'll buy more food. I got a air dryer yesterday. I mean, an air fryer a few days ago with my mom. And yesterday I chopped up, I cleaned with the sponge, and then I chopped up two potatoes and put a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil and some salt on it, and shook it up and threw it in the air fryer. Put it to air fry and then 25 minutes. And when the dinger went off, 25 minutes later, I looked at them and they didn't look cooked. But when I picked them up, they were soft and they were delish. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. French fries. So I'm gonna go in the store and buy. I'm gonna look at the cookbook and buy all the stuff at the store that they say you can air fry and become an air fryer. Yeah, it seems like a cool new way to cook. Healthy and tasty and convenient. So yeah. Anyway, I know for 100% fact now. I don't know how I can prove that because I've said 100% fact. I know like a gazillion times, but I know for 100% certain that that's my electric bike. That's my road bike, and that's my old mountain bike. My only mountain bike, my mountain bike. And that's my old road bike. So anyways, I know 100% for certain that that I'm not going to have a relapse into my website. When I say relapse, I don't mean into weed. I mean into my website. I'm addicted to the website. I know a lot of anti-weed people think that would love to be like, oh, you're relapse, addicted to weed. No, definitely not weed. The only reason I was smoking weed was because of the website. When I'm writing all the time, there's no way I'm going to be smoking any weed. Because you can. You'll just be coughing all the time. I can't handle that stuff. So, but I know 100% that I'm not going to have a relapse into my website. So that's all I needed to do to get into biking again or exercise, was to not have the website. And then I can, once I get my brain back, I can start working on their website again, and on my spare time, forever. So that's it. That's my vlog for the day. I think I'll go up. I might just do the same damn ride as I did yesterday. Just go up NCAR and then Flagstaff and just see what I can do. If I eat a lot this morning, I'll be way better off today than I was yesterday. I also kind of didn't have the motivation just because it was only my second or third bike ride. First time doing 2 bike rides in a row. So I think it was like my 4th or 5th bike ride of the year. So that's why I just didn't really care that much. I was like, oh, and I was so out of it though. But it's a different kind of bonk. Like, I remember when I was a kid and I'd bonk, you know, you go out on a ride and it's a lot harder to get food back in those days. Like I'm talking like talking about like the late 80s, early 90s, like 1990-ish. You go out on a bike ride and like I would put like a power bar wrapped around my handlebar, and then you would like peel it off and eat it, and there'd be dirt in there because I'd do that even for mountain bike rides, and then you'd bring a banana, but you couldn't bring that much food. So then sometimes you go on a ride and you end up not bringing enough food, and all of a sudden you bonk, and then you're just screwed. Like you can barely even pedal. It's like a survival back home, and it's like miserable. But I don't bonk anymore. Like bonking is a thing of the past. I'd have to be like retarded to bonk because it's so easy to bring food. You just goo. You just throw that in your bag, your back pocket, and if you get hungry or you get a little bit low blood sugar, and there you go. And then they have the energy drinks now. Like there's no way I would leave without an energy drink. I have electrolyte drink. I also have Gatorade. That's 2 scoops of Gatorade, big scoops, which I think is 1 1/3 tablespoons or something. 2 1/3, 1 2/3 tablespoon. So I would eat all of that in a ride. My first 2 water bottles are filled with electrolyte drink. And then when I fill my water bottles up again for my second 2 water bottles, I would put half of this in one and half in the other. And it is delicious. And like, how are you going to bonk when you're just drinking sugar water? That's what I consider Gatorade to be, just sugar water. And I bought 2 more canisters, 4.5-pound canisters yesterday for like $9 each. And my mom told me, and not like she knows what the hell she's talking about, but she told me it's much better to have electrolyte packets in your water bottle than like energy drink packets, because energy drink packets is just sugar, and it'll customize your body to needing the sugar more, So I'm gonna experiment with this. I'm gonna see what all that sugar does to me on a ride, but I might try to go back and just do the electrolyte drink and not rely so much on sugar. But Gatorade is delish. But those other drinks are tasty too. Like it's these electrolyte. I can't remember the brand, but I came back from a ride, and I think it was yesterday's ride because it wasn't that long. And I poured the rest of my electrolyte drink into my ice water, and into water with ice in it, a glass with ice, and then drank it with a straw, and it was delicious. So, yeah, maybe that's just as good. But anyway, but the bonk that I had yesterday, it didn't seem as bad. Maybe it's because I just handled bonking better, or I felt like it was my fault, but I feel like I can climb myself out of a bonk if it's a bonk caused by, like yesterday, which is caused by weed. Back in the day, like, a classic bonk, like when I was a kid, those aren't recoverable. Like you're screwed the rest of the day. But anyways, I was so bonked yesterday. Maybe I'm talking day before yesterday, because yesterday I was pretty bad. I came home and I had no interest in doing anything after that, like no stretching or weightlifting, nothing exercise after that, because everything was down. So, I mean, I'd like to in the future come back from a ride and continue like doing stuff. Anyways, so that's my vlog for the day. Yeah, I'm just super jazzed that that I'm free. I know I'm not gonna have a relapse into the website, because that's what I was addicted to, the website, not the weed. Yeah, so, and yeah, I know 100% I'm not gonna be buying any more weed, that's for sure. If I take like a few days off, if I totally wear myself out and I take a few days off, I might buy like a joint, like a $4 shake joint, just to test to see if it won't get me. It won't, just to see what that's like. But but that would be like more of like an experimental thing. Yeah, so I'm so totally excited. There's nothing holding me back now. I was telling Kirsten yesterday, it's not like I'm not motivated to exercise. It's just that my motivation to exercise was cranked up to a 10, but my website was 11, so that kind of completely killed the website. But as soon as I could get rid of the website, then I'm back to 10 again, meaning I don't need anything else to help motivate me. All I need to do is not have the website. So yeah, so I'm gonna go have a coffee, pig out some more, and then start stretching and maybe lifting weights. And hang around and wait till those guys call me. If they don't call me by noon, I'll call them. My mom was gonna text me their number. She wrote their number down when we went to the store. And then go on a bike ride as soon as they deliver. And then on Thursday is when the installers come. And after the installers put the floor in, I can then put these closet doors in, and then furnish the room, like buy a bed somewhere, or find a bed, and put whatever else I need in there, furnish the room, and then I'm ready to try and get a roommate. So it's also good I'm riding my bike now, so I can sell myself as somebody who's active, if I've only been doing it a couple of weeks, instead of like some like creepy dude who lives in his house, in his room all the time. So alrighty, so talk to you tomorrow.